Hey, it's Tim Arcuri at UBS. Thanks.
Hey, Tim.
So let me preface this by saying that this is not what I think, but this is what I hear from a lot of folks out there. So there's some concern that you're capturing too much of the value of the ecosystem, and that you can't sustain these margins over time. So how do you respond to those concerns? I know you see stuff online about having to invest in the ecosystem, and people sort of spin that in a negative way. So can you just talk about how you can sustain your margins?
First of all, almost everything I told you guys yesterday is a new perspective. It is not illogical that everybody has to understand tokenomics. It is not illogical that the world needs to learn what a computer has become. If we continue to deliver X factors of tokens per second per watt every year, if we continue to deliver X factors of ASP increase for them because we introduce new token segments, customers will be more than delighted to continue to do work with us. And it is also true, and I've said it before, and the math is absolutely clear. Every CEO of every cloud service provider, I would challenge them all to go and create that chart for themselves. And I'll help them. And you pick your favorite other configuration. You pick your favorite other configuration. Third-party chips, built your own chips. And you put it into that model faithfully. And then you can decide, would you like to have higher revenues or lower? Would you like to have higher ASPs or lower? Would you like higher margins or lower? Because that's all it means. Look, TSMC's wafers are the highest in the world, but they're the best value in the world. And I gladly pay for it. And so the idea, ASML systems are the most expensive in the world. They're worth it. There's no question about it. And so the question is simply, do you want to make more money, or do you want to buy the lowest cost equipment? Do you want to make more money, or do you want to buy the lowest cost equipment? That's the difference. Now, what I just said is a new concept, and I think we can all acknowledge that. I just treated a computer system the way I treat TSMC's chip factory, the way I treat ASML manufacturing equipment. And that's not the way people thought about it in the past. If I have two CPUs, one of them is 256 cores, the other one's 256 cores. Tell me which one is the better one. Well, the cheaper one's the better one because I'm renting it by the core anyways. But that's not the way tokens are created. You don't rent by the core. You monetize by the tokens per second. And so it's a different economic. Does that make sense? You're not renting cores, you're not renting nodes, you're producing tokens, which is the reason why everything changed. It was necessary, to make sure that everybody understands the economics of the new world. So we are anybody who says that simply does not understand the business, that's all. They're trying to buy the lowest equipment, lowest cost equipment. My equipment costs 30% cheaper. What does that mean to your factory? What does that mean to your factory? That's really the question. And so I think people, anybody who says my chips are 50% cheaper, put that in the context of the factory, and that person is actually demonstrating to you they don't understand AI. They're just like, somebody goes, I'm 30% cheaper, you don't understand AI. I'm 40% cheaper, you don't understand AI. My chips are cheaper, you don't understand AI. You guys all know who I'm talking about. I'm not talking about anybody. I was just saying. It's a theoretical comment.